Hello and welcome to My First Time, the podcast where we get up close and personal about everyone's gaming firsts. Today's episode will focus on Joe because he works with me and I forced him to be here. Hi Joe.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
I'm grand.
Great, because if you said anything different, I would have written you up. Anyway, we're here to talk about Joe's first game and then discuss a little bit more about it. So Joe, why don't you tell us what your first game was and what exactly led you... I'm not done yet, thank you very much. God, you can't even pay people to behave themselves anymore. Let's try that again. So Joe, what was your first game and what sort of got you into it?
As far as I can remember, my first game was called The Hobbit. So it's based on the book by J.R. Tolkien.
Never heard of it.
So basically it was a game that I found in my dad's drawer.
So many worse things you could have found in that drawer.
Luckily, yeah, I didn't. So yeah, I just stuck it into our old Dell PC. You know, one of those big chunky PCs, the white cream ones. With
Hashtag up Adele, yeah.
Yeah, Dell, exactly. Stuck it into that, gave it a little whirl, and I was like, oh my God, I played it solidly for about 2 years. Like my parents could not get me off it. Obviously I went to school and stuff, but when I came home I used to play The Hobbit, so I was a very weird kid.
That sounds like a hyperfixation.
Yeah, I loved it. And then I played Oblivion.
Oh, the Skyrim, yeah.
Then, because it was Morrowind, then Oblivion, then it was Skyrim. Have they made any other games since?
No. Boots the house down, they made Skyrim and they were like, that's me.
It's our cash cow.
Yeah. So would you say playing The Hobbit for the first time, do you think it gave you an interest specifically in like...
What, small people? Because my girlfriend's 5'4", so you...
Love that. Not a fan of fantasy, just a fan of short people, evidently.
Can we edit this bit out because you
Absolutely not.
Me. I used to play Xbox, I used to play Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed.
Assman's Creed, that's it. Like in the 1400s. Is it 14?
Sounds like a fake fan, folks. Fake fan alert.
1600s. When Da Vinci was about. Da Vinci.
Da Vinci.
Da Vinci.
Da Vinci?
Then Halo, massive fan of Halo.
See, I can get behind Halo. I'm guessing more of a like sci-fi interest than in your case.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's really weird. My taste is across the board with games like horror, like indie horror, sci-fi, fantasy. Like first-person shooter, which is kind of a bit the same, but yeah.
He is a straight man. Back to The Hobbit. Would you say that it holds up today? Like, would you play it again and earnestly recommend it to someone?
It was a game that came out in 2003.
Work.
So the graphics are outdated.
So do you think The Hobbit's like a good entry point for people who are new to gaming?
No, it would be. Fair enough. It would be about 20 years ago.
To be fair, it's when it came out.
Yeah, exactly. But not today.
Okay. What do you think would be the worst game to suggest to someone?
Cooking Mama.
I will not take some cooking. I will not take Cooking Mama slander on the pod.
No, I'd say Club Penguin.
Mama.
I think my TikTok thinks I might be like 10 years old at times because I get ran roll blocks like.
You know what I get on my TikTok, which is actually really funny? I get like those ADHD split screen videos.
Oh, no, don't.
Where on the top it's like a speed run in Minecraft, and on the bottom it's like a Reddit stories thread, and it's all like, am I the ass?
Yeah.
My girlfriend did this, and the entire time, like, I'm not even ingesting the words. I'm watching watching the Minecraft speed run, like hit the water, hit the water, hit the water. As stunning as that insight to our TikTok For You page was, back to gaming. So what was it about The Hobbit that made you be like, yeah, I'm a gamer now?
I think I had some pent-up aggression as a kid, and I took it out on this game. And I just went around killing goblins. And it took me 2 years to complete because I kept on loving I get stuck. I knew how to complete it, but I loved the level so much.
Are you one of those people who does anything but the objective in a game?
Oh, no, yeah. Well, I've got ADHD. I've got ADHD, so yeah, I can't remember much as a blur at that time, but I think I did complete at least like 3 or 4 times.
Okay.
It was a really good game. I had a PSP.
Well, see, like, this is the thing. I took one look at the PSP and I was like, ew, there's only one screen. There's literally twice as many screens on a Nintendo, and it's not this expensive. To me, it was like a really big brain moment where I was like, come on.
The Game Boy, then I went to Nintendo DS.
The pipeline.
Yeah, The funny thing is, you know when the Nintendo Wii came out, I remember the exact date, Christmas 2006, right?
We all remember where we were.
Oh. All my friends were getting it, And that's when I got my DS. So my parents for Christmas, instead of getting us the Wii, they got us all DSs. Like, this is what I mean. I wasn't a massive gamer because of the fact that I never really was introduced to, never played Zelda.
Your parents aren't overweight, are they?
No.
See, because the rest of us with overweight parents definitely got a Wii that Christmas, and it came with a Wii Fit. So The Hobbit, I'm guessing, was like your first game that you played, but it wasn't like what made you fall in love with gaming.
My favourite game to this day, if I could relive the memory of opening that game and playing it, right, it'd be Star Wars Battlefront. Oh. So I think it was Star Wars Battlefront 2. I think it was 2.
Were you very good at it, or was it like one of those things where you're getting your shit kicked in but having a good time anyway?
No, I was actually good at it. But I'll tell you what, now if I play a game, I'd probably... No, I played Call of Duty recently, and I was actually pretty good. But I'm not sure if I was just playing against really shit people or they were bots.
It was definitely a bot
Might have
match.
been bots.
So you're into your shooters then?
Yeah, shooters. Big into shooters and Survivor. I like Last of Us as well. That's... You know, Last of Us, you know, the series has come out, that's like, wow.
Regardless of like graphics, yada, 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 for like shooter gamer experience, what do you think is the apex of shooting games?
Might sound a bit controversial.
Hot take on the pod.
BioShock.
Oh, I love a BioShock, to be fair.
I got terrified of the first one.
Oh no, yeah, f***ing scary.
My mate brought it round, and it was like year 10, it was summer holiday of year 10, he brought it round. I played it.
That's third year for anyone who's older than 25.
I played it and I was absolutely terrified by it. Like, it was...
It is scary.
Yeah.
Especially if you go into it not knowing what to expect, to be honest.
What are the creatures called, like creepers or...
Whenever I don't know the name for anything in a game, I just call it Diva.
Divas.
Yeah, so like, get that Diva. I'm being chased by a Diva, you know what I mean?
One of those geezers comes out. And
Geezers! Well, unfortunately, that's all we have time for today. Thank you for joining me on my first time. I've been Charles.
And I'm Joe.
Did you agree with Joe today? Have you ever played The Hobbit? Let us know in the comments below and sound off. I don't know
Why did you do that?
I don't know.